It's the final. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grande Prairie Curling Rink, the Pomeroy Hotel's Prairie Showdown, live from Grande Prairie, Alberta. Men's final is our feature game this afternoon. Mike McEwen versus Niklas Edin. The other final on the ice is the ladies' final, and that's Rachel Holman versus Team Turnzoni. With me as always, Mr. Graham Powell. Thanks for holding in with me all weekend, Graham, and one last game and we're out of here.
Yeah, it's been a good weekend.
So Mike McEwen throwing yellow rocks. He has the hammer to start the game off. Niklas Edin obviously with red. What are we going to expect out of these two teams this game, Graham?
Well, judging by the first two rocks, they're not going to play defensive. McEwen throwing the corner guard. Niklas Edin through the center guard to start the end. So, rocks in play early.
The best defense is always a good offense.
Yeah, it can change around awful quick though. Both teams, excellent hitting teams. If things don't line up how they like, we'll see a bunch of hits and clear up any mess. So
we've seen, this is going to be one of our first broadcasts for the Niklas Edin team. We have seen him throw some absolute missiles on the other sheets in play, so it'll be interesting to see some of the shots that we see throughout the game as it goes on.
Yeah, they're not scared to let her buck. That's for sure. McEwen can hit too. In-turn draw around that center guard didn't really get buried like they'd hoped.
This is Denny Neufeld's second rock, throwing lead for Team McEwen, like always. Team McEwen sporting their red Sunday pants, taking after Tiger Woods for the red shirts on Sunday. Championship Sunday, as we call it.
Championship Sunday.
Normal.
Rolled out there. That'll give a chance for Niklas to get rid of that corner guard. Not going to straight peel. Like to save it towards the center line. Just a normal hit.
Yep.
Hit and roll.
Wow. Lent. Yep.
Better to overroll than to know, so.
Ticka den bara lite. Fint.
It's a good shot.
I think you could make two corners. Push the red here. We could do that too. I just play the blank.
Mike is thinking the way those staggered guards are, like to peel them. Maybe stay for a corner. I spoke too soon about the rocks in play, perhaps.
Matt Wozniak, the double peel, and looks like it could be an open end.
Huh. Well.
What do you have to say about that, Graham?
I'll get it right one of these ends.
Mm-hmm. No. You were our Ross too. That's okay.
Did the first time. I would do too.
Come on, freeze. Come on, freeze. No,
straight hit. So second rock here for Matt Wozniak. So this is the third straight final that Mike McEwen has been in. They lost the semifinal the first year here at the Prairie Showdown. Sorry, they lost the semifinal the first year to Team China. The second year they actually lost the final to Team China, and last year they won. So we actually have both returning champions or defending champions in the final again this year. So Mike McEwen and Team Turnzoni. So we'll see if we have a repeat of finalists. McEwen really loves this event. He comes here every year. He's a big fan. He always says he's coming back. I don't know if we just really take good care of him upstairs in the lounge here, or he likes the money that we pay out.
Yeah, probably both. Actually, it was the Monday after he lost out of the Manitoba Provincials that he officially entered So I'm sure he was feeling disappointed, but he was still looking forward to this event. He's had an unbelievable year. Been in the final of just about every spiel he's been in. Won majority of those. Hard to have a better year, minus them pesky Manitoba provincials. Just an outstanding year.
Yeah, absolutely. I was talking to Jerry Gertz from curlingzone.com, and he's the stats man, and over 50% of the cash spiels that McEwen teams entered, they've been in the final for. So it's absolutely unbelievable the year they're having. They register for a cash spiel, and you can almost book a spot in the final for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, on the other hand, Team Niklas Edin, this is a new team for Niklas, taking over the skipping duties of Oscar. So Oscar Eriksson, they I think this may be their first final of the year. Did win the European Championships back around Christmas.
Lil Poken.
Contrasting seasons, but they're both here. Pile of talent out there.
Niklas Edin ranked number 9 in the world right now, playing the number 1 ranked Mike McEwen. So again, it's going to be an open end here. A couple of big hits there from the seconds, and we're shooting for the blank here right now. So you and I are basically trying to kill some time.
It's true. Good shot, not really caring if he stays. Make it go away.
Over in our ladies' final, Team Turinzoni, Rachel Coleman's ranked 2nd in the world as far as the World Curling Tour standings go, and Turinzoni's ranked 5th. So all top 10 teams here in the final at the Pomeroy Hotel's Prairie Showdown, live from the Grande Prairie Curling Center in Grande Prairie, Alberta. First stones here for Mike McEwen.
Yeah, he's going to throw him over to the wing.
Is there potentially a catcher there, Graham, if Niklas Edin maybe hits this Yellowstone that Mike's throwing a little bit thin?
Potentially, that's what he's thinking. He's hoping then, by playing to here, Niklas will probably not try too hard to make it too good and just roll out, blast it out, avoid any jam, and Mike would have a throw through for the blank of the end. This one has to stop though.
Yeah, Mike might be practicing his throw through on this first shot just to make sure he doesn't miss it on the second one. So Mike McEwen's draw goes a little bit heavy. Gives Niklas Edin the opportunity to try and copycat that exact shot that Mike was trying to play.
Yeah, it didn't really do much good. He's going to try and hit it the other direction anyway, so he might try and draw over there. A good chance to reconfirm. I guess they just come off the practice and they had good draw to the buttons. Could just throw it on the button for reference as well. Try and throw an edger. Good spot.
Pretty routine blank end here. Feature game in the finals. Niklas Edin versus Mike McEwen. Final rock on his way by Mike McEwen. Blank end is looking like so far, and Mike will retain the hammer going into 2.
Stay tuned, folks. So we did have 2 guards up this end. Was some good peels made to end up where we are now.
Great peel by Mike. So it's 1-0. Actually, it's 0-0 after the first end of play here on sheet number 3. but it is 1-0 in the other game. That's our ladies' final. Over on sheet number 6, Turnzoni versus Rachel Holman. Turnzoni picks up her single. Rachel Holman will have the hammer playing 2. Make sure you're following along on curlingzone.com or the Curling Zone app to follow all of the sheets in play, so you can follow along with our feature game, also with the ladies' final as well. Check the standings out on worldcurling.com. And if you have any questions about the broadcast at all, or any questions about the team, or any questions in general, make sure you hit us up on Twitter at curlingzone or at Prairie Showdown.
Niklas is calling us further in the rings. Not expecting Mike to hit it.
Yep. Kommer kalla över.
Niklas Sundring throwing lead stones for
14-8.
the Edin team.
Ja, bra. Halfway then. Lite lugnt satt liksom, man bara föste det känns som. Det tänkte jag också, jag tog lite mindre men
We'll throw the out turn corner guard.
Yeah, go for weight. You can get it right to here. Really nice spot.
So it's game on again for the second end here. Guards are going up. There's one in the house, and expect the rocks to start flying here right away.
Yeah, Niklas is going to throw a center guard. Wants to cheat a little to the center line side. Splitting center is fine. Doesn't want this one to over curl.
Risk över. Ja, den är bra. Den är bra. Ja, bara släppa. 15,5. Ja, bra.
Gonna slip in though. Might now play hit on that stone. Hit and roll. Double is optional.
So you make both. What's normal? You like the in? I like the out.
Mike would much rather make the roll than the double.
Okay, Norway.
Will be time to get shot rock out later.
Whoa! No. Yeah! Hard!
Make both. Great shot.
Great shot by Denny Neufeld there. Gets the hit and roll behind cover. And
you didn't tell me that leads could hit Dan. You've been hiding it.
Well, you know, it's a hidden secret that we have. We don't like to show it too often because it's a secret weapon. So every now and again we can throw the up board weight. Ooh.
Was a rocket.
Just misses. So Christian Lindstrom, his first of 2 rocks.
Mike's going to guard that. Don't want to bring this too tight.
Halfway or slightly more.
Don't want to leave an angle. Team Edin might be the most punishing team for misplacing your guards.
They just stole that rock so hard, and they take the curl out of everything. So it's almost like it's on a rope.
Yeah, exactly.
Danny, stay inside. Yep, hit it a little.
And they could play it at any time, even when you might not expect them to play a run back.
I'm trying to get this rock to curl a little bit more.
Yeah, line is good.
Yeah, Matt Wozniak makes a great guard. Who knew that seconds could make guards?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Whoa!
And he makes the run back without a problem.
5 seconds. 5-second peel there. 5 seconds is moving. I almost heard the sound get here before the rock. Did leave a guard though. Another chance for Mike to draw around.
That's good. Yeah, go. Hard. Can we bounce it?
This one looks light.
Hard.
Guess because it is.
So two somewhat corner guards up. A little bit of a miss there from Matt Wozniak.
And it's creeping now towards the center line. Niklas Edin, because it's guarding part of the 4, he will come around it.
Gärna linje. Yep.
First of the third rocks for Oscar Eriksson.
Bara fart. Oh.
So we've seen this a few times. You said, Graham, earlier that Oscar used to have his own team, and he's stepped back and let Niklas take over at the skip position. Typically, we've seen this has been a good call and worked out well, or not as much.
Well, if you have someone with the credentials of Edin, you have to let him in there. He's had a lot of success skipping.
Because Oscar was silver medalist at last year's World Championships, wasn't he?
That's right. Yep. Slides a bit deep there, though. That's for McEwen. He doesn't have to be froze. He can keep this rock in front of the tee line, ideally.
First rocks here for BJ Neufeld. I'd like this to curl a little bit more and try and get in front of it somewhere. It's starting to go now. Wozniak and Neufeld are on the brushes trying to get it to bite the 4-foot, and shot rock looks pretty good.
Good shot, very good. It's hard to make it much better. It's lost.
Den full 4 fot I fart. Den full 4 I fart. Bite 4 där.
Could freeze. Would only be 8 foot. More of a setup shot for later.
Perfekt linje, menar linjen är perfekt för frysen.
Trying to get this right on the corner. Don't want to bounce open.
Perfekt linje. Limma dit. Yep.
Yeah, he's not going to be light on this or heavy on this one, that's for sure.
Kom igen.
Well, looks close.
Snyggt.
That's good. Shot.
Sundgren and Lindstrom really got it there. They were coast to coast almost on that one. What's McEwen got here now for a shot, Graham?
He's going to have to probably deal with that in some way. Could play a freeze tap, try and unlock it. That could leave red shot rock, which is not the best, but
would you ever play any kind of a run back here?
I don't think so. You could easily pick your own. That would end not good. I think if you can get right to the nose with top 4 weight,
Ja, det kan
be in
vara
decent
matchen
shape.
då att det kanske sätter sig ganska tidigt ändå. Den där tiondelen liksom.
Weights are really nice here. Separate the two. Fantastic. So red is shot rock, but there's lots of yellow ones in there that they can do some stuff with.
Yeah, it's a good shot. The yellows are buried. Red is mostly open. Nicholas could kill one of the yellows. Hit about half that. He might even leave himself lying 2. Could throw a center guard. Looks like he is going to play the guard.
Guard is one, and hope for a couple misses.
Yeah. As it stands, I don't think Mike can get enough of that yellow one he just threw to tap it onto the red. We'd have to then hit the yellow guard into it.
Skip stones now here. Niklas Edin's first of two. Just throwing the nice easy guard to try and protect his one that's top of the forefoot. Give Mike a few options or a few things to look at.
Ganska mjukt satt. Oh. Ta den nära.
If he could ever hook it just a hair behind that
Ta den
yellow
nära.
guard,
Linjen är bra. Ta den nära.
take both shots away. It's a good shot.
Can you play this stock and if I'm ever wide?
Looking at the double peel maybe.
So every shot that the McEwen team and the Edin team is thinking about making, they got to think about $4,000. That's the difference between first and second in this game. The winner of this game is $13,000 payout, and the silver medalist is going to go home with $9,000. So both still a decent chunk of change, but like I said, $4,000 is a lot of cheddar.
It's a lot of money, and losing sucks no matter what it is. So really gonna try hard. Gonna try and open up the front, make some room. Give himself a couple of chances, a couple of shots to score. He could go yellow-red, and the second red he hits will be coming back in towards the house. If he gets real lucky, it could possibly go on to the shot red rock top button. Front end looks like they've seen a different plan.
So Mike's having another look at this. We'll have not too much discussion there. So what's the shot change here?
No change. Same shot. Front end filled his head with some ideas, but he waved him off. Usually a good move.
Typical skipper talking there.
He makes this double peel and doesn't disrupt anything in the house. Edin won't be able to guard both shots. Mike will have a little yellow raise or just simply hit shot rock. Has to make the double peel here though. Look out for that red rock coming in towards the rings. Good shot. She made it the thick way.
So both of these teams took the easy way to get to this final. They both went undefeated. They both had the day off yesterday. I was talking to Mike McEwen. They kind of took it easy yesterday. Went for a dinner with their team sponsor for the weekend. So the on ice team sponsor is Sawmill Restaurants. So thank you guys very much for that. Niklas Edin actually made it over to Mad Hatters as well. So that is their on ice team sponsor. So again, thank you very much to all the sponsors who support the event. Obviously our biggest title sponsor, Pomeroy Hotels, been with us for 4 years now, and we look forward to continuing that relationship. So what's Niklas Edin talking about right now?
Well, he can't throw a guard because there's two shots for Mike. He has that yellow one into the red, or else the red tap. So he's thinking about getting another one in there. That's the old best guard is second shot.
So while we're waiting on this one, breaking news over on sheet number 6. Rachel Holman scores 4 points in the second end to go up 3-1, or 4-1, sorry, over Team Ternzoni. Yeah, math is hard today. It's been a long weekend. We're upstairs in the lounge. It's all bad.
Looking to draw in here. I'll save you. Looking to draw in here and back four. Get second shot. If he draws to the side of the button, it's not going to be an easy shot at all for Mike McEwen.
Ni har den. T-line eller strax bakom.
Is there anywhere that he can land this thing that there would be a triple setup?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah,
if he rubbed it, say. But he is by.
No rub.
Stop in time.
Going to the back of the forefoot. So, what do we have here?
I think he's got that short little raise. The yellow onto the red for a couple.
So just a little tap back. What kind of weight are we going to look at here, Graham?
Looks like it's like a board weight.
Board weight.
That's what the ice looks like to me.
Okay, so just make that one that's just at the top of the forefoot go away and sit for your deuce. And
can't move your yellow very far. Like a nose is not good. Has to be early of nose.
Final rock here in the second end. Our feature game, Mike McEwen versus Niklas Edin. Simple tap back for Mike McEwen to score his deuce.
Sweeper's got to save it.
Sweeper's going hard on this one. Makes it count for 2. I've checked my math twice on this one. Mike McEwen is for sure up 2-0 over Niklas Edin after 2 ends of play.
All over, Dan.
So going into the third end here of the final at the Pomeroy Prairie Showdown. Team McEwen will be up first. Throwing yellow stones.
Look to draw to the rings here. Doesn't need a guard being 2 up.
Top 4 here, Graham?
Top 4 would be ideal, yeah.
I do.
Sweepers have backed off. Looks to be okay. Didn't get much for line on this one, though.
No, he's a little bit wide and had the right weight, though. Maybe a foot or 2 heavy.
Pretty close in the weight, and they missed line by a foot. I don't know if that rock's maybe a little straighter. Maybe it was a little wide.
This is almost like a Continental Cup final. Team Canada versus Team Europe on both sides of the draw, the men's and the ladies' side, Graham.
Yeah, for sure. It's nice. World Championships and ladies are obviously going on right now. Many times you lose out of your country's playdowns, you're done for the year. So it's nice there's some of these spring events still available for the teams to come and play.
Denny Neufeld with his second of 2. We trying for the guard here, Graham?
Yeah, it's a little tricky because that rock is not close to the center line, so kind of want to guard it. Cheat towards the center line. This one's got lots of speed. May have been, yeah, better line on that.
Denny won't be very happy with his 2 rocks there, but nonetheless, they're in play. So Niklas Edin calling for the corner guard.
Yeah, throwing the second corner. Don't see this all that often anymore, throwing the double corners, being only 2 down.
And it's so early in the game as well.
So early in the game, yeah. Not wrong.
Not wrong, just old school.
Yeah, when it first came out, this rule, that was the thing. You get to throw the 2 guards, which was the same as the 3 rock because seconds can peel anyway. Often now, being 2 down, corner guard goes up, and then you make a play to the middle with the seconds first one, a tap or a freeze or something. But 2 corners. 1 corner.
1 corner now. Matt Wozniak makes the long peel.
I'm going to throw another corner. Mike is thinking about throwing a guard here. I don't know if Niklas seen this coming. Switching gears. That corner guard that Niklas just threw takes the in-turn away on those yellows. Takes the in-turn tap away. Chance to throw another guard here.
Quick update for you, completely out of our country. Speaking of European teams, Thomas Olsrud won the Norwegian Championships to represent Norway in the Europeans coming up fairly soon. The World, coming up here. So we'll see the flashy pants again, I would assume.
Flashy pants and the nice tans. Over curled with that guard. Left to hole.
Christian Johanström throwing this rock.
Feather rub, but still worked out pretty good.
Yeah, sitting right in front of Mike McEwen's rock. That's going to be a problem for him later on in the end if he doesn't do something with it now, eh, Graham?
Yeah, and it's a pretty good spot for Team Edin. I'm going to try and hit and roll away. It doesn't want to jam.
BJ Neufeld with his first of 2 here. Just trying to kind of chip this yellow one out. Is that the idea?
Yeah, hit and roll.
Oh, great shot. Doesn't quite stick around, but nonetheless rolls a shooter behind cover.
Yeah, rolls his shooter dead buried. Lost the one at the back. McEwen, yeah. It is only partially in the 8-foot. Pretty easy double. Edin could play that double. He'd have 3 guards. Pretty close.
And there they go. Oscar Eriksson makes those 2 yellow rocks of Mike McEwen's disappear like they weren't even there.
Yeah. And this is a guard. Mike will try and go around that center guard, but it's awfully short.
BJ Neufeld trying to draw in here. Where's the ideal spot? About top 4 or by the button?
Top 4.
Ooh, just gets by the guard. Looks to be a little bit heavy.
The trouble is, he couldn't do anything good there.
There wasn't that much room to get by or to get through that port.
No, it's a small hole. The staggered guard's the wrong way.
You know, I think that might have even have over curled. Niklas Edin might be able to get that rock out with the out turn.
He may later on if needed. Yeah, he's going to try and follow him down. That red guard is in such a great spot for Edin. He's not too worried. Even if McEwen gets one in behind it, he can run it back. Calling for this one in front of the tee line.
This one doesn't get by the guard as close as BJ's did, so BJ's going to actually sweep this one and chips it open a little bit. So,
just a little too heavy on there.
Are we still trying to get the top 4 here, or are we going to draw into that catcher's mitt that's in the back of the forefoot?
He motioned for top 4. If it's dead buried, top 4 is great. If it's not, if it's kind of hanging out and it doesn't look like it's going to be buried, they'll take it right to the back ones.
Gotcha. So are they just playing this turn simply because they know the ice and there's been a few rocks go down there, or I don't know. It still seems to me from my angle that the out turn might be the easier shot.
Yeah, it's kind of 6-1. They've seen this a bunch of times now, so confident with the weight and the ice. Out turn is probably there too if you needed it. BJ did tap to the back ones. It would be a bit of an insurance policy.
Skipper Stone's here, and then number 3, Mike McEwen with his first coming down. Just trying a delicate little draw to the top of the forefoot.
Yeah, it's not an easy hole. Yeah, there's not a lot of room either guard. Ones we did see get through the hole have been heavy, so one with the right weight, that's even a smaller hole.
Look for this one to start really going now. Great shot by Mike McEwen. It is pretty much dead buried, so what is the shot to play now if you're Niklas Edin?
Yeah, good shot. Niklas does have the...
What do you think he's going to play?
He's got the run back. There is a red catcher back there. It's hard to get the yellow one out and stick the shooter. I think there's no doubt that a run back will be the call. It's just how they want to make it. This is an interesting call. I don't know if you'd see that on this side of the pond many of our Canadian teams. Yeah, he's going to angle that left guard into the... His reason being is the shorter of the guards would be much easier to make contact with the one top four, but it would most likely jam at the one in the back, and it would be very difficult to get your deuce. He's hoping to stick this, and then he would have 2 buried. Very difficult shot. Not sure I'm in total agreement with it.
Yeah, tough one. It's fantastic if you make it, Graham, but
didn't miss it by much.
Yeah.
He's going to have to draw a side button for his single, unless Mike gets there first.
Where's the ideal shot for Mike McEwen? Like, what would be a couple options for him?
Well, he could kind of draw top button around the yellow one, get an inch buried. I don't know what Niklas would have then. I think that's the play, actually. Mike's a little bit worried about that angle run back. If he just threw a guard, Niklas would have a run back for 2.
So what if Mike throws another guard?
He could. Yeah. Could throw a guard.
The more aggressive calls the draw, though, obviously?
Yeah, the draw. If you draw in there just behind Shot Rock, there's no easy answers for Team Edin.
So what is the final decision made here, Graham?
I'm going to tell you in a minute here. I didn't really see what they called.
It looks like it almost...
Looks like they're guarding the in-turn draw to me. That's my guess for the ice.
Yeah. So just protect their one and not get too greedy with this?
Yeah.
I guess if you try and do the draw, if you come up a little heavy, you could give some backing for Niklas to draw down to. A whole bunch of things could potentially go wrong with the draw.
If you're a little short, you'd leave him a double. So
Sweeper is not touching this thing at all. I think they need this to stop here right away. Huh. So what?
He might have got away with it there. I think that was missed bad enough that there won't be a double off it. If that had stopped a foot shorter, Niklas would have had a pretty makeable double. Now he has to play a run of sorts.
There might be a run back triple here, Graham, if you
possibly
throw a big one at the front red.
Could go catastrophically wrong if you were to jam it onto your red, the yellow onto the red and roll out. You'd give up 3 and it would be the ball game. So don't know if he's going to take that risk. Mike really got away. If that rock is a foot shorter, it's a pretty makeable double for 2. But crisis averted. In-turn draw for the single.
Over on sheet number 6, our ladies' final, Turanzoni versus Holman. Turanzoni gets a 3 right back, so ties it up at 4 apiece, playing the 4th end right now. I'm sure Rachel isn't that impressed with that, but nonetheless, there's still 8 ends. There's still 5 ends left to play.
Line is good. Does he have the horses? No, it's going to
doesn't have short. The horses. Might even have given up 2 there, or potentially 3. So 1 for sure, possibly 2 or 3. We'll wait for the score to come up. Mike McEwen gets away with one there, though, and takes the lead even more.
Yeah, that was a bit of an oops. Big oops.
So after 3 ends of play, Mike McEwen is definitely up. We know he's up 2. It could be as many as 5 right now over Niklas Edin. So they will throw first once more time.
I'm going to put 2. And
Okay. We're pretty sure it's 2, so Mike McEwen is more than likely up 4-0 over Niklas Edin after 3 ends of play. Playing the 4th right now. Denny Neufeld with his first. I would assume this one's going in the house again, Graham.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anywhere from top house to Sexsmith is probably okay right now.
Yeah. Yeah, good shot.
I thought you said something else first.
It was a big 3 steal. Five nothing is not good for these Swedish boys.
If you can see on the scoreboards, Niklas Edin hung a 7 on the board for the 4th end, kind of calling their shot like Babe Ruth did. So we'll see how that pans out for him. Niklas Edin shooting for a 7-ender here in the 4th.
Here's another one in the rings, bit of a pocket.
They sneak the 7 on the board or what?
Yeah.
Been waiting for Mike's guys to notice.
So 2 corner guards go up for the Edin team, and the peel parade begins.
Yeah, those are dead even. No double peel option. Peel a single. Going off last end, I think you'll see Edin throw quite a few more corners before he makes his move into the rings. Most teams make it a little sooner. Now he's not. 2 down. He throws corner guards till the bitter end, and now he's going to make his move in.
Christian Lindstrom throwing the second stones for Niklas Edin. Boys trying to get this into the house as deep as they possibly can, and just bites the top 12.
Got rings. He is somewhat open.
Mike's looking at making a play on this here, Graham.
Looks like it. He's toying with the idea.
So will this be a easy weight, kind of hit and flop over for almost a guard in the house type thing?
I think they'll throw up weight and,
Okay.
and kill it.
Make it go away.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Good shot.
really good shot. Just papers that corner guard. 2 good ones by Matt Wozniak.
Try it again. I'm going to get it deep in the house here, get it buried.
Any of the McEwen friends and family watching at home, the boys asked me to say hi for them. They thank you for watching, and they'll be home soon, hopefully with some money in their pocket. Well, more money than less money. After they pay their bar tab, obviously.
This one has better speed. Still looks maybe could probably tap it through if they wanted.
So Mike's trying to figure out how much they can see from the hack here.
Not enough to make a goal. Take a goal. Eventually, Niklas is gonna tap that top yellow 6 inches and make a pocket. So, if they peeled the guard, that's probably what he would play. I'm gonna play soft weight, try and tap this one through.
Again, just make this rock go away.
Yep.
Boys gotta, this is diving at that guard. They gotta go real hard. If they chip the guard, hopefully they can roll into the house. Not the end of the world for a miss there, or is that not that great?
That's good. The important thing is they got the guard off. Staying in the house is a bit irrelevant. That doesn't change anything really. Did get the guard. The bad miss there was definitely wide and miss everything. So no harm, no foul.
So like you had just called it, Niklas Edin's calling for this little tap back on the top yellow stone in the top of the forefoot. Try and create some kind of a pocket so that they can hopefully have a red one stick around somewhere.
Yeah, make a bit of a pocket here. Then I think McEwen will peel out that back rock. That would be my guess. Nice. Can hit it right on the nose, get it spitting out sideways. If you peeled out the back rock, you would be lying too. He's a bit worried if he peeled out the back one that Niklas would freeze right on the nose again, and you wouldn't really be able to get either one of them out because it could jam on that side one actually. So I understand where he's coming from there. Took him a bit of a discussion, but they got around to hitting the back one, I think.
If he freezes
Oh,
like this, it's
it
going
was
to be
close.
tough because of this. You might not be able to get anything out. I zip this.
Well, they're gonna
Peel
play
off
this
the
one.
nose.
So hide hard one and make some granite move.
Yeah, right on the nose.
Okay. Just get rid of it all
Yeah,
together.
you're gonna double off your own yellows, and that red one will go spitting out sideways if hit correctly. You don't want to hit this early. It could stick if it's hit anything early.
Yep. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good.
Yeah, real good shot by BJ.
Yeah, very good shot. Very good shot.
So now Niklas Edin's got a decision to make. Does he try
I
and...
didn't want him to make that freeze.
Well, hit's obviously not the way to go because he needs to score some points. So play a freeze.
Oh, yeah.
Could you potentially draw around to the back of the four there?
Could, yeah. You just got to get your stones so there's no double. You got to keep them spread apart.
I didn't realize.
No guards to hide behind. Freeze on this side one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize.
This one's not going to get there to the freeze, but if you go even, you're still good. No double.
Yeah, BJ Neufeld just trying to get that as far back as he can.
is a hit to lie 2, though. Right on the nose.
Oh. Back to skipper stones once again, here playing the 4th end. Mike McEwen versus Niklas Edin in our final here at the Pomeroy Prairie Showdown. Mike McEwen's first rock about to come down on its way. Just a simple hit and stick to lie 2. So what's Niklas Edin's next shot here, Graham?
It would be, I believe, to hit and roll to the back 4 buried, and in that way, actually, Mike would have a decision. If he tried that short little run back and never missed it, Niklas would have a shot, or I guess it would be a double, sorry, and missed it.
Yep.
Have a shot maybe for 3.
Hard.
Not likely. Yeah. Hit and roll buried.
Yeah, Mike McEwen making a real great shot there. So Niklas Edin looking at running the double now.
Yeah, it does give him a chance at double.
So if he noses this, then he will be sitting 2. Is that correct?
Yeah, and there won't be really much of a double chance back for Mike. Be awfully skinny if you wanted to give it a go.
Now Niklas Edin does have the hammer here, so Mike McEwen's just looking to try and give Niklas 1 and get that hammer back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or actually just get that hammer.
Get that hammer, yeah.
Right. They're doing pretty good without it, though, so they might not want it. Oh, and he stuffs it. So a bit of a Smucker's factory there. So Mike McEwen's got a decision to make. Get rid of that red stone that Niklas Edin just threw, and try and roll over to the side where his other yellow one is, or just a tap back and stick, or what are we looking at here, Graham?
Yeah, he'd like to hit and roll to a place where there's no double for. I think he's right. Pretty close to right. If he hits and rolls a ways, there won't be much of a double. If you were to hit it just off nose, well, there might not be a double to lie 2 anyway. Mostly just kill it and stay. Hit and stay. Don't jam.
I think third's about right.
Probably just a quieter control weight here.
Yeah, no need to bomb it. Control weight looks like.
Final rock for Mike McEwen in the 4th end.
Whoa. Yep.
Sweepers are called off.
Yeah,
oh boy.
It is missing it.
That must have.
What the hell happened to that?
Was it badly thrown, or did it potentially pick?
Not sure, it curled early. He might even be lying 2 after that.
Okay. Yeah, Mike seems to think it picked.
I thought I actually said it at the end.
So Niklas Edin looking to get the double here and maybe get a deuce. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's got a fairly skinny double.
It's going to be really, really tough for them to score that 7 points like they predicted they were going to at the start of the end. But 2 is pretty good here too.
2's a start. Awfully skinny. Sweepers are on it right out of his hand.
Oh, this is. Oh boy. Oh boy. And that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The men's final in the Pomeroy Hotel Prairie Showdown. Mike McEwen defends his championship and ends up winning the men's final here at the Pomeroy, so he walks away with a $13,000 check. Niklas Edin team still not bad, $9,000. Wow, 4 ends of play, and that's a quick one. Yeah, just one. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're not quite done our curling action here. We still have a game over at sheet number 6. So if you hang tight and be patient with us for a minute or two, we're going to switch our cameras, and so we can tune you into the Turnzoni Holman final. So you haven't quite got rid of us yet.
I'd like to take this time to mention that if anybody needs need of a Kubota tractor side-by-side lawnmower, come down to Grande Prairie Kubota, see myself, look you up for all your tractor, lawnmower, side-by-side needs, as well as rear hanging equipment.
The other sponsors to mention here: Regulators Oilfield Services, Tim Hortons, Prairie Villa and Sexsmith Insurance, ATB Financial, Kevin Mack and Serge Martin, Sunlight Financial, Dan Borse, Matt Hatter's Liquid Lounge, John Perkins Insurance, your agent at the Cooperators, RBC, obviously our title sponsor, Pomeroy Hotels, Matt Hatter's Liquid Lounge, Q99 Radio, Grande Prairie Auto Group, the Sawmill Restaurant, and Prime Rib Steakhouse. Thank you, everyone, for your generous sponsorship here at the Pomeroy Inn Suites Prairie Showdown from Grande Prairie, Alberta. Back to our new feature game, the women's final. Team Turnzoni versus Team Holman. So another defending champion on the ice right now. Rachel Holman throwing yellow stones, Turnzoni with the red. We're all tied up. Or actually, we're not tied up anymore. Sorry, Rachel Holman is up 2, playing the 5th end. The score there is 6-4. Just starting the 6th end. Second stones here for Lisa Weigel.
Turnzoni threw a corner guard, but it ended up more almost as a center guard than a corner guard. Lisa Weigel slid back 4 on her first one, trying to defend that by going top 8 with this one. Actually tucks around that corner a bit. It's a good shot. Turnzoni will tap it back, try and create a wall. Try and tap this one right beside the other yellow. Good shot. Get a bit of a wall built. Rachel's going to try and hammer this through the yellow ones, through the hole.
Second stones of Joanne Courtney. Beautiful. Cameras are changed, and we'll give you guys the best possible view as we possibly can. Nice of the girls to wait to throw that rock till we adjusted things. lot of discussion going on down there, Graham. What do you think they could be potentially thinking about?
Well, there was some back and forth a bit there. Gone back to the original call. I've been a bit worried about a jam, I think. They could have also peeled the guard. Have decided to go with the same call.
Joanne Courtney throwing her second stone. Sweeper's right off this now. Waiting for it to curl. And she jams it on her side one. Yeah, it's not the outcome they were hoping for at all, Graham, is it?
No, that's not good. Not good. Left it mostly buried and shot rock. Trinanzoni will have a draw to lie 2 buried. We're actually going to play the hit and roll now. We're a little bit worried that Rachel might play that off her own. She can't play that if it's not there.
Second stone swung by Esther Neuenschwander. Looks like just a straight hit here. Yeah, hit and stick.
No. Rachel's going to try and tap shot rock through.
Something like backline or hack weightish.
Yeah, oh, now they've switched.
Just to a freeze.
Maybe. It's hard to know. They take different ice and less ice than most teams with their high rotation and in-out motion when they release it. So looks like ice for the back line shot.
If it's back line, it's cruising pretty good here. Sweepers haven't put anything to it so far. This has got to cross that center line and go a long ways here yet.
Yeah.
Coming down in there nice. And gets to the face of that, taps it back a little bit, and I think they might be sitting 2 again.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That was actually just the freeze they called, and it ended up being a little heavy. That was very little ice. Good shot, though.
We had sound on the ice.
Looks like that might be running a little straighter.
So
neither team taking much ice to get around that guard.
Esther Neuenschwander is going to try and remove these stones, throwing a little bit of weight there, just maybe to try and jiggle them around a little bit. I think, Graham.
Yeah, I think get to the nose or just to the inside.
This rock curling a lot earlier than Joanne Courtney's did, and they just get by the guard. Looks like they almost over curled that a little bit.
Pretty good. There's getting to be a collection of red ones in there. Rachel's got to be a little bit concerned about. Nervous times.
Yeah, again, we don't have the best view over where we are. We're kind of a side view, but potentially could be a double. If Rachel noses that, depending on what kind of weight's available to play, if that guard is blocking it too much.
Yeah, I think it's the guard is kind of hindering the double. She could probably play hack weight, hit it on the nose, stay in front. Looks like that's what the play is.
Okay. Third stone, Emma Miskew with her first of 2.
kind of need a good shot here. They've gone most of the end without one, so they're due. Need to get some curl. If Trinanzoni could ever hit that rock and roll in, Rachel Holman would be looking at a mess of red rocks. I'm Rachel Holman right now. I am nervous.
So they've made the call. Lee Merklinger, the pickup third for this event for the Trinanzoni team, is going to throw. We looking at just the hit and roll over here, Graham?
I think so. Just get to the inside with back house weight, backline weight. Tap it through, roll to the inside. That's the call. She could make this. They'd be in real good shape. Have to get to the inside, though. Gets to the nose.
Yeah, it doesn't get the inside roll here, but you're right. There is a pile of red in there right now. Rachel Holman's got to deal with.
Yeah. She's looking at the out-turn draw right now. Good if you make it. It is a big wall here. If they could get one in the pocket of the yellow and red, that would kind of get them out of a bind here.
Emma Miscue with her second stones, trying to get to the back or side of the 4-foot type thing, and gets in there. So I think they're sitting Holman's sitting first and second, but there's a catcher's mitt there that Trinanzoni is able to draw right into.
Yeah, that was a good shot, though. That's essentially as good as making a double or a triple. Eliminates a lot of those red catchers Trinanzoni had hanging around.
Mean nothing now, basically, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Looking to maybe play back house, shuffle things around. Hate to give up on all those reds you have in there. Sweepers seem to like the weight. Like to shuffle things a bit here. Just change up the angles.
Second rock for Lee Merklinger. Yeah, just follows it down. So now there is a whole bunch of rocks in play once again over in this sheet. What do you think that Rachel's looking at right now?
She seems to be lining up something.
Something fancy, maybe.
Could be fancy. Looks like a bunch of jam possibilities to me. It's hard to see from our angle. She could lob an out-turn draw in there.
What about an in-turn draw here, Graham?
Could too, yeah. Yeah, absolutely could. Tricky situation.
Yeah, really. If you put one wrong stone in the wrong spot here, it could be a big end for either team.
Yeah, it's pretty clustered.
Sylvania Turanzoni doing some jumping jacks at the back to try and stay warm out there. Maybe that's Rachel's stalling method, just kind of like the stalling the kicker in an NFL game.
Yeah.
Calling the timeout.
Yeah, and the only game out there now.
So right now we think that Rachel Holman is sitting 2-3 and Sylvania Turanzoni is shot rock. We know that for sure. So Rachel looks like they're playing the hit here, Graham. Maybe potential double and just shake some stuff up.
Yeah, I guess. From here, it looks like red's going to stay shot, even with this double. I could be wrong.
Some big weight throwing the heat. See where it all splashes out. Ooh, just skins that guard. Holy, look at that. Rachel Holman goes from having a pile of red in there to only one single red rock, which appears to be about third shot now. And she's got 5 of her own yellow rocks in the house. So fantastic hit by Rachel Holman. Just really lights that one right up.
That's not that bad.
Not that bad.
Still a chance. Turanzoni can come back, draw around that guard, come to the backing. Great shot, though, by Rachel. Yeah. She had those angles lined up just perfect.
Sylvania has the hammer in this end, so this is her first of 2. So Rachel will have one more shot here just to try and generate a steal or only give up one. We're not really sure what the game plan is for this end right now, but nonetheless. So that one might overcurl a little bit. Looks like Holman's still sitting shot rock.
Yeah, it's close. Rachel can play that out-turn draw now, follow her down, and she would have to hit button for the single. That's probably the play. Looks like she is going to follow her down. Out turn here.
Final rock coming down for Rachel Holman. This 5th end of play, the women's final in Prairie Showdown. Here's the ideal position for this rock. We want to obviously be on the button right in front of her yellow.
That red one would be good too. That's good.
So Turnzoni's more than likely only going to have a single or a draw for her single here. Right into the catcher's mitts, and that's a pretty cheap hammer that Rachel just bought.
Yeah, absolutely. And this has got to be a good shot. Get there. This is, I don't know, I haven't seen these teams much on this ice. We've mostly been on sheet 3 and 4. This is sheet 6. That's substantially less curl than we have seen all week.
Final rock underway here for Sylvania Turnzoni. Final rock at the 5th end of play, looking to score her 1. Draw right to the button.
Looks to be good.
Looks to be good, and away we go into the 6th end. Rachel Holman will have hammer. She is still in the lead, 6-5. It's considerably tighter of a women's final than the men's was. If you're just tuning in right now, the men's final between Niklas Edin and Mike McEwen was over after 4 ends. Mike McEwen defeated Niklas Edin 6-0. So a bit of a walk away for Mike, and he defends his championship. And I see they're upstairs here and having a celebration already. So congratulations to Mike McEwen. And look out Grande Prairie, because they're not coming home till tomorrow.
Do you think we'll see the Weagle play at this end, Dan?
Well, I don't know.
With the hammer?
It's hard to say, Graham. That would be the typical move, but you're the expert on that one.
I'm predicting it's played. I'm going out on a limb here.
Are we betting dimes to donuts again?
Yeah. I was incorrect. Looks like it is a straight come around. Pretty good. Might be a little shy. Good play. Trinazoni is going to throw the long center guard now, going right after him. Realizing she has to really force the issue of being one down without the hammer. Cannot give up a deuce.
You know, we've said this a couple of times this weekend, but if you would have offered Rachel one up with the hammer in the 6th end at the start of the game, she probably would have taken it.
Yeah. Odds are very good with that situation, so Trinazoni is going to do everything she can to try and steal. Worst case scenario, give up 1. Pretty good start. They have kind of 3 center guards now. 1 top 12 could be used as a guard. Rachel's going to try and get in there first. They
ever suck one around here, top 4 or top button, that's going to take more than one shot to get rid of it, eh, Graham?
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks to be a little straighter than our other games. So it's a little more difficult to play the taps around the long guards.
And we'll see if we'll see the finish out here. Looks pretty wide. Coming down now. Yeah, it is straight. Yeah, there's only, I don't know, what do you say, a foot and a half of curl out of that?
Not a lot. The Holman team do throw very, very positive back to the broom. It doesn't always show up in arenas, but curling rinks is a little less forgiving. Still amazing ice all week. Roger Muscolzi's had it in top-notch condition all year and all week. Does give a chance here for Trinzoni to play the freeze. That rock slid a little deep.
Second stones again by Esther Neuenschwander.
Not going to get the curl. Could be trouble.
Yeah, does this potentially leave a hit and flop to the inside here, Graham?
Yeah, if Rachel can make this hit and roll in, Trinzoni will be really in a bind. Not exactly sure what she'll have if this is made really well.
Would she potentially have to start peeling?
Boy, you sure hate to do that, being down, but you can't leave them sitting two either, so Rachel is going to peel. I'm surprised at this.
I am too, actually, Graham. Again, not that I'm the expert up here between the two of us, but that would be the shot that I would be playing all day, is the hit and flop.
Still peeling, changed turns, but still peeling.
Trying the double peel or single here?
Boy, those guards are so perfect in a line. There's not much of a chance at a double peel. I think just the top one.
So why is Rachel electing to peel here?
She doesn't like those. She doesn't like those center guards. She knows if Trinzoni can get one around there, it's hard to steal. But there's a perfect pocket here. If she can just nestle up against her own, Rachel won't be able to remove it.
Yeah, that's a really, really interesting call. I don't know if you're as miffed as I am with that one, but nonetheless.
I think Trinzoni was happy to see that, actually. Normally when you're down and need to steal, you want to preserve your guards as long as possible. However, that situation could have went so ugly had Rachel hit and rolled in. I don't know what Trinzoni would have had. I guess if Rachel would have hit and rolled a little bit too far, there may have been a double to sit one buried, so she must have been a bit concerned about that. This one's got to get some legs. It's not going to get there.
So comes up a little bit short and rubs on the top yellow one of Rachel Holman's. So now for Rachel Holman. She can't hit and flop inside now because the one that Esther Neuenschwander just threw blocks that hit and flop in. Potentially. Do we peel a guard again?
Well, I think now that
or
they've
run back.
peeled it once, they're committed into peeling the guards. I think by peeling with your first one, now you have to peel again. Hit and roll away.
Is that not going to potentially jam on their rock that's biting the back button?
If it was real thin, it may, yeah. But if you hit it pretty good and stick it in the 8-foot or the 12-foot on the side, you may leave Trinzoni a double to lie 2. So I'm not loving this.
So, Graham, if you were to throw this rock, what would you be calling right now?
I think in this situation as it sits, either you peel the guard Or you could probably have to peel the guard.
To Ryan Courtney, and from my angle up here, that looks like a pretty wire double to me.
Yeah, I was confused. I've been confused this whole end with some of the shots played. I think if she was going to hit that rock, I don't know why she didn't hit it earlier when she could have rolled in.
That's correct, yeah, you betcha. Interesting calls being made here.
Now if Trinanzoni does make the double, shot selections will become more easy. Rachel will peel that guard or probably run it into that other red rock top 12. It's not a gimme though. Have to bounce that second rock a long ways. Didn't get it out, but still a good shot. Still a good shot.
That was super spare Lee Merklinger. Originally on one of our out east Canadian teams.
Played with Sherry Madaw this season and the last few seasons.
Emma Miskew with her first of 2 rocks. Going to peel the remaining top guard off. Oh, actually trying to run.
Worked out
So,
okay, but still those reds in a pretty good spot.
Graham and I are about to give up on this end because we have no idea what the heck either skip is thinking.
Decision time for Trinanzoni. She hits this rock. She has a good chance to get out of this with a force. If she wanted to go for the steal, she could throw the center guard. I think if she threw the center guard, you would see Homan peel it.
Second shot for Lee Merklinger. Just trying to hit and stick in the back 4.
Needs contact.
Ooh. And this one is going to roll out of the house. So Rachel potentially has a double to sit 2 here now. And looks like she's going to play that.
Yeah, double to lie 2. So
she's got to nose this top one, or the top one and the 12 foot. Oh, looks like she's going to roll it off. Okay. So, but nonetheless, still be sitting 2.
Yep. Yeah.
Emma Miskew with her second. Weagle and Courtney on the brushes. Right up to it. Nosed it. And makes the double. So,
good shot.
Yeah, absolutely good shot. And this end has gone back and forth and all over the place and looks nothing like the way it started. So fairly open now. Rachel Holman is laying 2. She does have the hammer.
Trinanzoni could play the yellow double if she chose. Not easy, but it's there.
Looks like just a hit and flop behind the one remaining guard that's out front, Graham.
Yeah, that's what she's going to play. Needs the roll. Not an easy roll in here.
First of 2 for Sylvania Trinanzoni. Just a very board weight-ish type of shot. Got to get by this front guard. remove the Holman stone and get the roll, and just gets a little flip inside. That's would have seemed to me that it would still be accessible, Graham.
Yeah, that was, couldn't have really got much. I got by much tighter. Did get an inch 2 roll in.
What does the run back look like right now?
The run back isn't a bad call. If you stick it, you're line 2. Your only trouble is your shooter would probably roll towards the center guy line. It might end up a center guard. Trinzoni might then go around it.
So if you're Rachel Holman right now, you kind of have 2 options. You can forget about that one in the top of the 12-foot of yours, draw around and potentially just go for your 1 here, or are you still shooting hard for the deuce?
I think you still can try hard for 2. There's nothing real scary. She is gonna. I like this. I think she can play hack weight, board weight, hit that red, roll open a bit, lie 2. Trinzoni then, if she doesn't make the perfect roll, you'll have a shot for the deuce. So this is what I thought she would play.
Skipper stones. Rachel Holman, her first of 2, about to come down. Just trying for a very quiet weight. Tap back to sit 2, hopefully behind cover.
Yeah, I don't know if she can't really roll in here. Just trying to hang it on the edge. Delicate little shot.
Needs to get by this guard very close. Now it is.
Great shot.
Great shot, and Joanne Courtney will sweep the red stone of Sylvania Trinzoni out the back of the house. So are we lining up the double takeout now, Graham?
Looks like she is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a long one, but nonetheless, from our angle, looks pretty wired.
Yeah, it's a long ways. Got to throw it hard. The shot. Peel waiter.
Final stone for Sylvania Trinzoni in the 6th end of play here in the women's final.
Needs a good chunk of this, all of half, maybe a little more.
Here comes the heat. Brushers haven't laid a lick to this so far. Needs to curl over a little bit more. And she'll just get it. Rolls out the back, so
great shot for
really good shot here.
Trinzoni.
That definitely got her out of a lot of trouble. Now if you are... Well, if you're Rachel Holman, you're probably just draw for your 1, eh?
I think she'll play the blank.
Play the blank?
I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah, if you blank here, if you could ever blank the next end, you're in great shape. But even if you just score somehow next end, 2 up, things go sideways next end, you give up a steal, you're tied up with coming home, so... Pretty sure you'll see a blank here.
Last rock here in the 6th end. Women's final in the Pomeroy Hotel's Prairie Showdown, live from Grande Prairie, Alberta, in the Grande Prairie Curling Center.
Dan, call it.
I think I did call it right. Wow. You don't hear that happen very often, Graham saying that I'm right, but Rachel Holman is going to take her one. She's scoring in even ends, which you're playing the scoreboard a little bit, and she likes to do. So take her one and be up 2, playing the 7th end without the hammer. What do you think of that call, Graham?
I didn't see it coming. I understand why she did it, but I didn't expect it.
Doesn't matter, you can see. Hey, what's your name? Totally your call. Get her over here? You're fine now. We have to stand either way for it, so.
Now Trinanzoni we'll need to get a 2-ender here, ideally. 3 would be a bonus.
Yeah, she's got some work to do to try and get a 2 or 3. 1 point really doesn't do her a whole lot of good.
It's better than no points. Well, blank would be better than 1, I guess. But, yeah, 1 is a dire situation.
Lisa Weigel with her first stone. Going in the house, I would assume top 4, Graham?
Yeah, absolutely. Good shot. See the corner guard go up here. Probably see Rachel throw one right on top of the one top 4. I don't imagine she'll guard it.
So Turns already throwing the corner guard. Trying everything she can to generate some points here.
Yeah, top 12. Just short. Top 12 is fine. Miss here is deep. Don't want to drop this one just over the hog line.
So we have some stats here for you, Graham. I know you're a stats guy. Rachel Holman's team with 2 ends remaining. If she is 1 up with the hammer, her record is 20-3. If she is 2 up without the hammer, she is 19-1. That's going all the way back to 2011.
19-1 is an awfully good stat. That would make some sense then. This one is a little longer than they were hoping. And Joni now going to play a bit of a tap here. Move it back. That rock of Holman's is in too good a spot. Trinanzoni has to get it moved back behind the tee line. Good shot. Gets that yellow in the open.
Very good shot by Albrecht. And here comes the peeling. Joanne Courtney will have her first of probably 2 peels.
Yeah, double peel chance. Playing intern across the face. And heads up.
Oh, wow. That is a whole lot of granite that just got moved with that one shot from Joanne Courtney. Just about gets absolutely everything out of the house, and she leaves the Holman team with 1 rock back of the 12-foot, or back of the 8-foot, I guess. And they're looking pretty peachy right now.
That was a big-time shot. Big league shot for Joanne. Pretty demoralizing for Trinzoni. All you can do is throw some corner guards. Pray for a mistake. After that, the single peel looked easy.
So here's another few little stats for us here, Graham, on the reasoning for Rachel maybe deciding to take her 1 instead of the blank end and end number 6. So again, going back to 2010-11 season, this is all women's teams in the tour. Up 1 with 2 ends to play without the hammer, with the hammer, 85% win. Up 2 without the hammer, 83% win. So essentially there's no difference. There's no way to choose there, but obviously Rachel just felt better that she wanted to take her 1 and be up 2. So
yeah, team thing, team decision. If you have a second that makes peels like that, pretty tough to generate a deuce. So
yeah,
you can understand the thinking.
Absolutely. And different strokes for different folks, I suppose.
Absolutely.
I know myself personally, I probably would have chose to draw for 1, and you obviously would have gone for the blank there.
Yeah,
so
we would have played the blank.
Another peel by Emma McEwen. This team's just firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, they're geared up.
Had a bit of a slower start to the week, though. They when they got to Grande Prairie, they definitely didn't take the easy way into. Well, they played the round robin, so they had five round robin games, and didn't win all of them. I can't remember exactly what their record was, but I think they were
4-1.
4-1. Yes.
Yeah, they actually played Trinzoni in the in the last round robin game of their pool for first place.
Yeah, and they lost that game, so Trinzoni had.
But they had a couple. Rachel Holman had a couple of ones that they won that could have went either way. They played local Delia de Jong, and that went down to last rock. And they also had a battle against Casey Scheidegger. Went right down to the wire.
Emma Miskey's second rock removes both opponents' stones, or both teams' stones, I should say, in the back of the house, and leaves her shooter sitting back 8. So Trinzoni again. Where's the? I don't even think there is an ideal spot here right now with no guards in play. Graham?
No, glue it on the nose, glue it on the face, try and freeze.
and hope for the best. Hope for a miss, or hope for some crazy fan to go streaking across the ice while Rachel Holman's throwing her last couple rocks.
That was a bit of an oops. Rachel has a chance here to line 2. Hate to be forced. Wants to roll away a bit and not leave an easy double.
First rock here for Rachel Holman. Playing this with normal takeout weight. Doesn't need to be too cute on this. Objective number 1 is just to make the single away, eh, Graham?
Yeah, we really like to stay.
And she's going to roll out, so.
Not the end of the world, but.
No, absolutely not.
Probably see Trinanzoni just hit this now. Odds are for the deuce are slim to none, so probably just hit it.
Sylvania Trinanzoni lining up her open hit. Now, why wouldn't you draw onto this, Graham?
Well, if you ever come up light again and Rachel could hit and stay, you'd be forced to a single. And then your odds would go drastically down.
So pretty much playing for the blank end here?
Yeah, just hits. Hit and stay. Get the blank.
Now, there's no way Skip would ever look at this and say, you know, well, Rachel doesn't have hammer anyways, so never mind, forget I even mentioned that.
If this was the 8th end, you would see Trinanzoni freeze for sure.
Okay.
But being the 7th, just hit it and move on.
All right. So final rock about to come down here for Rachel Holman, just a simple hit and stick. Wants this one to stick in the house, though no rolling away is necessary, and that way, if they happen to get a miss out of Sylvania, then they go up 3, coming home without.
Yeah, I always want to make someone make their shot for the blank. Don't want to give them a free one. Also, if Sylvania were to nose the blank, you'd be one up with coming home, so best to stay here. Did roll out.
One of my friends it wasn't working. Final rock here. End number 7. So Sylvania Trinanzoni is going to get that free one that we mentioned. So no real change. 8th end coming home. She will retain the hammer. Down 2 to Rachel Holman. 7-5. Our feature game, the women's final between Sylvania Trinanzoni and Rachel Holman. This end is for all the marbles. $12,000 is the prize money for the ladies team.
Yeah, and the championship, the title, the bragging rights, all enchilada. Top 4 will be the call.
First stone's thrown here in the final end of play in the women's final. Pomeroy Prairie Showdown, live from the Grande Prairie Curling Rink in Grande Prairie, Alberta. Emma Weigel throwing her first stone, very similar to the last one. Very just top 4.
Yeah, very, very perfect, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And the corner guard looks like it's going to go up.
Yeah, probably see 2 corners. It's my prediction.
Marlene Albrecht throwing lead stones. Makes a good corner guard.
Yeah, Rachel called the guard here on that rock, which I've not really seen much before. 2 up in the last end.
Yeah, you'd think you'd want to just pour everything in the house and avoid as many guards as possible, Graham.
Yeah. Often you'll see a team freeze on their own, throw on top 8, top 12. Looks like this one is in. Maybe that must have been the call. It's a good shot.
Either that or Lisa decided that she didn't really like that call and she messed it up on purpose.
Yeah, Lisa the mastermind.
Yeah.
Most rocks are in very good position for Team Homan.
Second corner guard going up for Marlene.
Would like to keep these fairly even. Don't want to give up a double peel.
Yeah, with the way that Joanne Courtney made that peel last end, you definitely don't want to leave anything remotely easy for her.
No double peel there though. Good guards. Those are really good spots.
Routine as it could possibly be.
Yeah, makes it look easy.
These teams practice those shots so many times. I remember Kevin Martin once saying when they were going on all 8 cylinders, he would throw 70 rocks every day.
That's a lot of practice. It's essential in this game.
Yeah. We were talking about Mike McEwen's stats earlier in the broadcast when we were broadcasting his the men's final, and just for Mike to have the type of record and the points that he has, the level of play that those guys have to perform at is just unbelievable. Jerry Gertz from Curling Zone and I were talking, and because this spiel is, I mean, it's still great prize money, but it's not quite the level like a slam would be as far as World Curling Tour points are concerned. This spiel, believe it or not, even with the win, might not even count in his total for World Curling Tour points because it's your top 8 best finishes. So it's just unbelievable, but nonetheless, the boys are happy to take the check and looking behind me right now, and they're definitely spending some of it. So.
There's an angle for a double peel here. I'm going to give it a go. It's a good shot.
Yeah, good try. It still leaves the corner guard up.
Leaves a corner. So hard to make those double peels. You're programmed to make them stick them like that. It's a good shot, though.
Yeah. good news is that it is a yellow stone. Good news for Rachel Holman is it is a yellow stone out in front, so they can use it to run something back later. Always better to run your own stone than the opponent's.
Yeah, change the colors is worth something. Looks like she's going to go in now. Could see her tap those center rocks around too, try and get the top one maybe behind the corner guard so you could freeze to it later.
Esther Neuenschwander.
It's got a lot of curling to do. We'll go in there now.
Trying to get something buried here. Just splits the center line, so Rachel Holman. Is this just a straight peel, or are we trying to run back here?
Just straight peel, yeah.
Not trying to get too fancy with this at all?
No. Yeah, straight. Rachel still is shot rock buried. There is a double there, but to make it the natural way, it would jam right on that red, so Trinidoni will have to deal with that sometime. Throw another guard.
The Trinidoni team has to be fairly careful on where they place this. If it is a little bit too high, then Rachel may have the opportunity to come and remove that stone in the house. If it's a little too deep, then there may be a double there. About halfway right on the smiley face is probably the right placement, and of course right on the right line. Graham, is that correct?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you have to fully guard it. If Rachel can see it, she can hit it. And they're good at it. Looks to be a good spot.
Yeah, line's good. Exactly where I called. The pickup for the Trinidoni team, Lee Merklinger. Normally curls for Sherry Madaw. Third for Sherry as well, Graham?
Second.
Second.
Yep.
Second of two here for Emma Miskew. Makes the peel again, a little thicker this time, but nonetheless. Gets it all the way out.
Yeah, good shot.
So a little bit of a team meeting here for the Trinidoni rink. Trying to figure out what the heck they're going to do. They have 3 rocks remaining, 1 rock in the house. So 4 in play, 4 potentials in play as possible, and they need 3 of them to count to win the game. So if you're Sylvania right now, are you trying for the extra end, or are you trying for the win?
Well, right now, extra end would be all kind of she could ask for. No guards. Rachel has got 2 in the rings, shot rock. It's going to have to deal with that sooner than later, I do believe. She could potentially play a wide draw around everything to the back of the 12-foot. don't hate that. If you drew around everything, Rachel had the slash double. She misses it, then you can draw another one in there, and you at least would have 2 buried. Rachel would then have a shot to lie 3, and if she made that, the game would be over. If she missed, however, you would have a double for the win. Looks like they're going to throw one more guard. She could also tap the yellow rock top 12, kind of back 12 through the hole between the yellow and the red. Roll away. May leave a double again, but you're going to need a mistake. So we've just got to keep this live to keep the curl.
Second shot for Lee Merkley there. That's a little high. Rachel's just going to play the one in the house. Could you play the peel here, Graham? Is that a bad option?
I think it's a good option. Your shot rock buried. If you were to say pick this red out, hit and roll out, they could play a hit and roll on the top one, and then they would be buried. See, as it sits now, the natural way to make that double, the first yellow would go on to the second yellow and redirect into that red. So I think Trinanzoni, well, I guess if you kill it, it can't go on the scoreboard, so that's not wrong either.
The strategy session that you're going to have with Rachel Holman after this game, I can't wait to hear that, because it's going to be pretty interesting.
Well, she's won a lot. There's a reason to whatever she calls. I haven't followed some of it, but nothing wrong with this. Miss here is narrow and rub the guard.
Sweepers haven't put anything to it yet. Getting on it now, just a light clean. Just dusting this in. Just want to make it go away. A little inside roll would be okay. Roll the outside is fine too. So exactly what you had said. Hit and roll on the top one.
Yeah, that was good to... It would be second shot, even if, or third shot, I guess, if you missed that double. If you made the double, you'd be second shot. I think you do have to make the double. Tough.
First rock here for Sylvania Turanzoni.
Big shot for Trinanzoni. If she doesn't get buried, there'll be an open hit for the win. Over
hard and stuffs it. So
Rachel has to figure out a way to make that red block go away. If she was worried at all about jamming, she could just draw into lie 3.
Just a straight pick here would be probably the best shot, would it not?
That would be, yeah, nothing wrong with that. If she has enough room, she...
A lot of conversation here on this one. Throws the broom down, going to throw a high hard one and make it go away. So final stone here for Rachel Holman on the 8th end of the women's final, the Pomeroy Hotels Prairie Showdown from Grande Prairie, Alberta. This could be the final stone of the entire spiel. Rachel Holman hoping for just a straight pick to run Sylvania Turanzoni out of rocks. If this shot is made, Rachel will strip the title from Turanzoni and walk away with a nice little payday.
Yeah, and Absolutely. Yeah.
Final Rock, 8th end to play. Women's final for Rachel Holman. Makes the pick, gets her one on the back out, but there's the handshakes. Rachel Holman is the champion for the weekend in the Pomeroy Hotel Prairie Showdown, live from Grande Prairie, Alberta, the Grande Prairie Curling Center. Congrats to both winning teams, Rachel Holman and Team McEwen. They're going back home with a little heavier pocket than they came here with. Congratulations to Turanzoni and Team Edin as well. They are our second place finishers. Really like to thank all our sponsors, especially the Pomeroy Hotel. A great partnership with them. We've had all of our Shot Rock sponsors that we've had on the sheets with the teams. CurlingZone.com has been a great partner with us this year, and as always, so thank you to Gary Gertz for coming out with us, and thank you to my co-anchor, Graham Powell. Thanks very much, my friend. Always a pleasure this year and every year having you alongside. Thank you very much for the fans, everybody that tuned in, and as always, you can still hit us up with any questions, comments about the spiel on CurlingZone.com or the Twitter accounts CurlingZone, at CurlingZone, or at Prairie Showdown. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you next year.